Zhang Yi had been waiting for his arrival and politely asked him to come into the house for tea. Bai Chunyu smiled and said, "There are a lot of rumors about you recently." Zhang Yi smiled faintly. "They are just some boring people. I don't bother to pay attention to them." Bai Chunyu took a sip of tea. "You are really good-tempered." He had seen Zhang Yi's strength, and even if he was placed in the investigation team, he was still above average. Now, seeing Zhang Yi's calm character, he couldn't help but admire Zhang Yi. "Tonight, our captain asked you to meet him at his manor," Bai Chunyu said. When Zhang Yi heard the word manor, he couldn't help but raise his eyebrows. "Did you just say manor?" He even suspected that there was something wrong with his ears. Blizzard City is hundreds of kilometers in radius. It's not big or small. There are millions of people in the city, and everyone is an elite in a certain industry. In such an environment, owning a 2-bedroom and 1 living room apartment is already a treatment that only super elites can enjoy. As for the manor, it's simply unimaginable. Bai Chunyu smiled and nodded. "That's right. The construction of Blizzard City has made a lot of efforts from our captain's family, and one of the conditions is that Blizzard City must be built in the area where the Zhang family is. Zhang Garden has existed for a long time and is not affected by the end of the world, so you don't have to be too surprised." How could Zhang Yi not be surprised? Zhang family? A big family in Jinling? Sorry, he had never heard of it. But after thinking about it carefully, Zhang Yi was relieved. Because the real top big families are often not conspicuous, but the power they possess is astonishingly huge. "Sorry, I am ignorant and have never heard of the Zhang family. I wonder what kind of family it is," Zhang Yi asked. Bai Chunyu's smile became even stronger. "It used to be a secret, but it is no longer a secret now. The Zhang family has considerable power and wealth, and many groups in Jiangnan are their industries. Among them, the industry in the high-tech field is the most famous." Well, how should I put it? You should have seen the origin bullet and the battle suits worn by the investigation team members, right? Zhang Yi nodded, and those things made him very coveted. Bai Chunyu said, "Those were all built by the Zhang family to help the region. It can be said that without the support of the Zhang family, the power of the Jiangnan region would at least lose 20%. Zhang Yi cursed in his heart. Dog-rich family. But he still showed a shocked expression on his face. So amazing. Bai Chunyu crossed his arms, and he was very satisfied with Zhang Yi's expression, which could be seen from the pride on his face. "So you should know how honored it is for you to be favored by our captain?" Zhang Yi nodded. "It is indeed an honor. Nice words still have to be said." Bai Chunyu put down the teacup in his hand and stood up. "The captain will meet you at 6 o'clock tonight. At 5 o'clock, a car will come to pick you up. Just don't run around then." Zhang Yi nodded. "Okay, I will definitely go to the appointment on time," Bai Chunyu said, and left the apartment. Zhang Yi sat on the sofa and fell into thought. He began to look at Deng Shentong again. He has a powerful family background, a strong talent for supernatural powers, maybe it is also due to family training, and an arrogant and conceited personality. Even if this kind of person cannot become a partner, try not to have conflicts. At that time, say a few nice words, and then find a better excuse to refuse the other party's recruitment. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, a black luxury car arrived in front of the apartment building. The car had no brand, but it looked steady and heavy, as if it was not a car, but a tank. If you look closely, you will find that its surface does not even reflect light. 2 people in black combat uniforms got out of the car, came to the apartment, and found Zhang Yi's room. "Mr. Zhang Yi, my young master invites you to come in and have a chat," said a man in black. Zhang Yi knew that they were sent by Deng Shentong, so he nodded and followed them out. There were many people watching the excitement nearby, talking about it. "I don't know if Zhang which big shot took Yi away." Only a few insiders were secretly wondering. What kind of ability does this Zhang Yi have that the captain of the God Squad personally invited him over? Could it be that there are powerful people in Tianhai City who should not be underestimated? Zhang Yi got on the car. The internal structure looked very ordinary and not very gorgeous, but it gave people a very safe feeling. Even the car door was nearly 20 centimeters thick, which should be made of some special defensive materials. In the end times, the most important thing for transportation, in addition to the heating system, is defense. Zhang Yi sat in the back seat and folded his arms. The driver and another man in black in front did not speak, but drove silently towards the direction of Dung Garden. After about half an hour, they stopped at a park in the northeast of Blizzard City. The man in black and the co-pilot explained the situation to the inside through the communication device. Soon, the gate of the park opened. The man in black said to Zhang Yi, "Mr. Zhang, please get out of the car. Because one of the wives of the Dung family hates the smell of gasoline, our car cannot enter the manor." Zhang Yi smiled, nodded, and said, "Okay." The guest follows the host's wishes. He is not a hypocritical person. Zhang Yi got out of the car. At this time, a small door opened on the side of the gate. Bai Chunyu stood there looking at Zhang Yi with a smile. "You are here? Come with me and wait for a while. The captain has something else to do and will be finished soon." "Okay." Zhang Yi didn't say much and followed Bai Chunyu into the Dung Garden. The Dung family's manor is very large and very gorgeous, even gorgeous to the point of being a little surprising. The weather is too cold, and most of the plants have been frozen to death. In the Dung family manor, there are some plants that have been cultivated in special transparent culture dishes, and they are still lush and green. However, there are not many such plants, only some extremely rare species, and they are placed under the eaves. The manor is very large, and soldiers armed to the teeth can be seen guarding at every entrance and exit. Zhang Yi was quite excited when he came here, but after seeing it, he felt that it was just like that. Compared to his shelter, this place was bigger, but there was nothing special about it. Bai Chunyu brought Zhang Yi to a room where the temperature was comfortable and the decoration was particularly fashionable. It might not be appropriate to describe it as gorgeous, but it was full of modern style, and the furniture in the room was in cyberpunk style, giving people a sense of vitality. Bai Chunyu said to Zhang Yi, "Wait here for a while. Our captain will come over after he finishes dealing with the matter over there." He clapped his hands, and immediately a waitress came in with a teapot and poured a cup of tea for Zhang Yi. "Thank you," Zhang Yi said politely, picked up the teacup and took a sip of tea. Bai Chunyu left the room, and Zhang Yi looked at the surrounding layout while waiting for Deng Shentong. There was a large French window outside, with a garden and lake outside the window. At least it should have been in the past. Now it has been frozen. Zhang Yi thought, although it is a big family in Blizzard City with strong financial resources, it is now impossible to implement heating in the entire manor. Money is useless today. The allocation of resources is based on contribution, and even a big family cannot waste it. The room were like a comfortable nest for a rich second-generation young man. There was a soft sofa, a large TV hanging on the wall, and many game cartridges scattered on the carpet. Zhang Yi picked up the remote control on the coffee table and turned on the TV. As expected, it was full of snowflakes. He could play games, but considering that the time was too short, Zhang Yi gave up the idea. Otherwise, it would be better not to play if he didn't have enough fun. The waiting time was not very long. Less than half an hour later, Deng Shentong's voice came from outside the door. "Zhang Yi, you're here!" Zhang Yi glanced at the time, 5:58. I didn't expect the captain of the Tianshan team to be so punctual. His slender body was upright and agile, and it seemed that he exercised a lot on weekdays. Zhang Yi looked back at him. "I just got here a while ago." Then he changed into slippers and came to Zhang Yi's side. He sat down on the sofa and let out a leisurely breath, as if he had experienced some hard work. Zhang Yi looked at him curiously. The captain gave people a very different feeling today than last time. "Is there a flower on my face?" Deng Shentong asked with a smile, and there was a touch of evil charm on his handsome face. "That's not the case. It's just that you are so handsome that I can't help but look at you a few more times," Zhang Yi replied with a smile. This time, Deng Shentong was stunned for a moment. He didn't expect Zhang Yi to play by the rules so unconventionally. There are not many people who would talk to him in this tone on weekdays. "You are really interesting." Deng Shentong slapped his thigh. "By the way, I heard that you didn't sign up for the operation to encircle and suppress Neon Eclipse Group. What's your consideration?" If you like my content and want to keep up with future updates, hit that subscribe button. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video.